God. All right, Darren Peck is back with us, and all we're expecting is maybe some lightning and rain.
Yes, and I want to go into the timing on when we would most likely see that lightning and how that might come together for us, because you got to have a lot of unique circumstances come together just right to get lightning. Live shot from the top of the Salesforce Tower. Pink boats out in the bay. A lot of container ships sitting out there with a color theme going. But I wanted you to see the haze. We've been talking about the increased amounts of smoke coming our way from the Dixie and the Tamarack fire. Thankfully, air sensors down at the ground, good. But it does look hazy out there because this is mid to upper level smoke that we're starting to see come in to pretty much the entire Bay Area. So in case you were wondering, that's what it is. And we've been showing that to you on the smoke futurecast for the last several days. Temperatures out there right now show us we're out of the 90s. But we're going back tomorrow. I'll show you the warm-up. We'll get to the temperatures in 1 second. First, let me show you how we might get this chance of thunderstorms tonight. If you look at the big picture, there's a lot going on here. A well-organized line of thunderstorms here marching its way across the southern San Joaquin Valley. But I want to show you how we're going to get in on the act later tonight. Two ingredients are going to come together to give us this chance for thunderstorms. This is where you've got the added moisture in the atmosphere. No surprise, it's down here where the thunderstorms were. But we're not looking at actual rain. We're just looking at the available potential in the atmosphere for where the moisture is. So this is different, and it's important. That is a high amount for us. On the scale here, it gets pretty far over towards the yellow. This is ingredient one. We're going to have the moisture to develop storms. Ingredient number two, you wouldn't know or you wouldn't be able to see unless you looked at a map that showed you those wavy lines. There's going to be a little bit of a trough right here, just a little bit of added energy. This is how you get the lift in the atmosphere. And this is important to look at because both of these things, the added moisture and that little bit of a trough, are coming together at just the right time. We didn't have that last week. That's why this looks a little more likely tonight that we'll be able to get some of these thunderstorms. Watch the futurecast. We're going to take those thunderstorms. It's not that that complex holds together. It's that the moisture's still here, and then we get that added lift just as it all comes together over us. And that's why we get our chance. Let's watch that again. I want to come in for a closer look at home and slow that down. And remember, at the top of the newscast, I spotlighted the time frame midnight tonight through about 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. That would be our best bet if we were going to see any of these showers come through. There we go. That gets us ahead now into tomorrow morning, and you'd see a good band of showers that just kind of moves up along the North Bay. That's our window. Now, the location and the details and the timing has changed in that forecast model just over the last hour, so we're not going to get too hung up on exactly where and exactly what time. But knowing that the two ingredients are going to be here in that window is what is the most helpful. 20% chance for thunderstorms. So that's going to be a concern. We don't need any lightning on the landscape, even if there's light rain. Dry lightning can still happen where the lightning strikes farther away. All right, morning lows tomorrow, back down into the mid and upper 50s. Daytime highs tomorrow. Here are those 90s coming back. Mid-90s for inland valleys of the East Bay. We'll get up to near 90 for Santa Rosa. It'll be 87 in San Jose, and we'll see temperatures in the 80s for much of the Bay tomorrow. It'll be noticeably warmer tomorrow. And in the 7-day forecast for San Francisco, Oakland, and San Jose, everybody pretty much stays here. But if we look at the inland valleys, look at the top line. Inland East Bay, this is where we're going to notice those temperatures staying well into the mid-90s. This would be inland Contra Costa, inland Alameda County up here. This would be the valleys of Napa and Sonoma. Noticeably cooler, but still hot. We'll be back with more on those thunderstorms coming up in the 6 and 7 o'clock hours, guys. I'll see you then.